I nod my head in yes, that's right. I said, a bit excited but a bit worried as Rafiki looked me closely. I look at you, just as confused on what you were going to say. I thought for a moment, then slowly nods a yes, but a bit confused. I think so. Why? I laughed a little, yeah. It was fun learning everything. I nodded, a bit nervous. I understand, I said a bit quietly. I smiled a little. Well, that settles it then. As we walk, I started to feel very nervous, but also excited. I looked at Abasi, standing straight while avoiding eye contact with him, but with my back being stiff. I stood next to you, still trying not to catch Abasi's eyes. I looked at Adia's paw, eyes widened in amazement. I looked up at Abasi in the eyes, a little nervous but also determined. Yeah, yes, I am, I said, trying to be very confident. I looked up at I look at Abasi. Yes, I said a bit nervously. I looked at the caged lion, very terrified, like fight against him, but he's so big and scary looking. I looked more terrified. Fighting as a tradition? I said. In I still stood there, in a bit of disbelief about this whole thing. I
Invitation 届いたなら Open the dungeon 望みは何かなの Primary Banner Race シャリダン引き返せない
開くつ命の汗軸も突き抜けて全て解き放たれるまで
支配よまたは保つラバンピースどんな野望も
世界は君の森の王に Come on got to go down
聞いてるぜ運命の瞬間をスタンバイそれぞれが抱くドラマ To last the last 振り落とされたらそこで Drop out 誰かを傷つけてしまった傷ついてもらえないけ To last the last 胸に湧き立つ強く棒希望つけ
朝向き風向き読み取りまた手を組み裏切り期待と願い諦めない
勝ち取った夢の中で Tell me 何を見つける
Sees the lightning spark on your paws and puts her hand over them. Calm down and take a deep breath, Seth. Gently places her hand under your chin and moves your head up so you can see me. Hey, look at me. You look at me. You're young and brave to fight for others. It's not easy to see someone you love and care for to be put into a situation. But fighting for something to get it isn't that easy either. But you have to be brave, strong, and kind to do so. Looks at the lion, then back at you, I see. Lets go of your chin and puts her hands on your shoulders. Hey, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. And your brother can't tell you what you can and cannot do. You're your own person, Seth. Not just Keon's younger brother. Smiles softly. You care for her a lot, don't you, Seth? Lets go of your shoulder, I see. Looks at the cage lion and back at you. Listen, Seth. If you can't help Kauai fight that lion, you can still be there for her and help her get through this. You don't have to be the strong one, Seth. You just have to be there for her like how she is there for you, and trust me, that's what matters. Smiles, I knew you would understand. Frowns as we continue to look at the caged-up lion.
I sighed a bit and look at you with an annoyed and sad look. What? I looked away from you, still with an annoyed expression. Do I really look like I'm all right? I continued to look away from you, feeling annoyed and angry. Yeah, well, you checked, so you can go now. I still looked away, trying not to see your worried and sad face. I don't want to. Fighting is stupid, huffs angrily. I laid there, pouting, getting angrier by the minute. I continued to pout, not realizing you were leaving. Yeah, whatever, I mumbled, still pouting, feeling angry. I felt a bit of guilt, hearing Seth's sigh, then heard his footsteps fade away. I sighed, feeling horrible and angry. I laid down, still pouting, annoyed at myself and the world. Why do I always act so stupid? I mumbled to myself.
Suddenly I heard a noise and looked over to find the source. Who's there? Show yourself, I said to the darkness. I continued to look around for any sign of movement. Anyone there? I asked after a moment of silence. I saw the lightning and my eyes widen a little. What the? I said in confusion with a hint of surprise in my voice. I moved closer to where the lighting came from. I jumped back. Whoa, I said in surprise and fear. I kept my guard up and looked at you. Yeah, that's me, I said, still a little confused. I dropped my guard a little. Sorry, it was dark out and I didn't know who or what it was. I couldn't take the chance, so I had to prepare for the worst. I tried to explain. I shake my head. No, it's fine. No harm, no foul, right? I said as I tried to reassure you. After an awkward silence, I spoke again. So, what brings you out here at this time of night? I asked in a curious voice. I looked at you as you spoke. Not in the right space? I repeated back. I looked at you in disbelief. Are you serious? He wanted you guys to fight a lion? I asked, still looking at you. I sighed. Wow, that's crazy, I said in disbelief. After another silent moment, I spoke again. Hey, do you want to walk back to Pride Rock together? I asked. I raised an eyebrow as I looked at you. Sure. It was my turn to get a confused look on my face. No, I don't, I said in an unsure tone. I watched you walk away. Wait, Seth, I called out. Before you go, let me tell you something, I said in a serious tone. I walk over to you. You don't have to fight that lion, you know, I said in a serious but still a gentle tone. I nod as a sign of understanding. I know, I said with a sympathizing tone. I stay silent for a moment, trying to think on what to say. Listen, Seth, you don't have to fight that lion. There's always other ways to help or support someone you care about, I said in a gentle but serious tone with a hint of truth in my voice. I heard the anger in your voice and sighed, I said in a slightly firm tone. I walked closer to you. Do you really think Keon or anyone would be proud seeing you get yourself seriously hurt in something that's reckless? I asked in a stern but still gentle tone.
The next day I was sitting at a corner, still pouting, feeling very angry and annoyed. Huffs! I was still pouting even when I saw you suddenly appear. Huffs! I looked away from with an angry and annoyed look, maybe. I crossed my arms, still looking away from you. I still had my arms crossed, still pouting and not looking at you. Why do you care anyways? Still looking away, but with an angry tone. Why do you care what happens to me, huh? I looked back at you with a still angry expression and a slight attitude. Yeah, I do. But that still didn't answer my question. I crossed my arms again with a small after saying that. I sighed again, looking away from you. Look, stop worrying about me. I can handle myself just fine. I looked at the spot you disappeared at, now feeling more guilty than angry as I was before. Seth, I mumbled quietly. I dodged his claws again and tried to get a good hit on him. I dodged again and got knocked down on the ground hard. Arg! I yelled and rolled away before the lion could get a claw or a bite on me. I got back up, standing on my hind legs to make myself look tougher, staring at the lion. Come on, bring it on! The lion charged at me again. Oh, crap. I tried to dodge him but failed and flew to the ground hard again. I tried to get up, but the pain was too bad. Arg. Ugh. I laid on the ground in pain, clenched my teeth in anger and glaring at him. Shut up. My eyes widened in surprise to see you appeared, Seth. I said. I looked at you, then at the lion. Seth, what are you doing? I was completely in shock seeing you do that. What? How did you just... I said, baffled. I looked back, seeing the lightning striking the lion. Whoa. I looked at the unconscious lion. Oh, I mumbled, surprised. I tried sitting up from the ground, now more confused and a little angry. What did you expect? You put us up against a big old scary lion. Did you think I was gonna fight him fair and square? I looked back at you, still sitting on the ground. I cannot believe you saved me. I continued to look at you. Thanks, Seth. I give a small smile back. I sat there, listening to you and Adia talk, still feeling a bit in shock over what happened. I looked back up at Adia. I'm ready, I said, a bit confused but not angry anymore. I continued to look at Adia. Oh, okay then. I looked at my paw, seeing the magical power, feeling a tingle run through my whole body. I looked back at you, still have that shocked expression on my face. Yeah, I guess we do now. I thought for a moment, a light bulb going off in my head. Wait a minute, since you can run with lightning speed, and I have this magical power, then we can combine them together. I'm starting to get excited about this. Okay, how do you think we should try it? I gave a little smile and put my paw on yours. I felt the power through me and smiled. Wow, this feels really cool, I said. The combined powers made me feel excited. I looked back at you and smiled. Yeah, see you later, I said, waving goodbye. I continue to stand there, feeling the combined powers within me, and starts to get excited. I never felt so strong and special in my life, I said to myself with excitement. I start running, feeling more energized than ever. Woohoo, this is great!
Invitation 届いたならオペなんて男女望みは何かならの誰がのノイズシャイダン引き返せない
果てしなく続く命の螺旋軸も突き抜けて全て解き放たれるまで
支配よまたはデモラバンピースどんな野望も
世界は君の森のものに I got to go the next round
勝ち聞いてみせて運命の瞬間